have a tooth pill. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Today's episode is something you can really sink your teeth into.
That's incredible. Where'd you get that?
I got this in Salem.
Did you?
I did.
That's a good pillow.
I only bought one. And that feels like a mistake.
Very Selena pillow.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Why are you? I have to ask a question. Why are you not wearing a vampire shirt or something? What the fuck?
To be honest, I didn't know we were gonna record right now until like 20 minutes ago, and I didn't think about changing, and now I feel like I need to go change.
Now I feel like I shouldn't have brought it up. Sorry, I'm a bitch.
Did I change?
I think it's more so you have so many vampire shirts.
I have this.
And there you go. That's all you need. Just hold it the whole episode.
I feel so
hold
bad.
Your bat up.
I was gonna, no, literally you talked about this and I was like, oh, I'll wear my Twilight shirt. I think that was like the first shirt I wore on the first episode. Or what are you wearing?
Yeah, and I didn't. And I was like, no.
See, so this is the
reversal.
The reversal of that.
It is.
I'm terrible.
But yeah, we're doing today's episode on vampires and I'm so excited. Both of us love vampires so freaking much. We can't even handle it.
I wish I was a vampire. I'm playing Oblivion right now, and there's vampires in it. Love it.
Do you have to kill them?
You can become one too, but then you can't go out in daylight, which not ideal in the game.
Do you think for real life vampires that is a thing? Like, or do you think that's a myth? And also, do you think real vampires actually exist?
I think they do, but not in the movie sense.
No,
not in like the sense that they're immortal. Just that, there's just people out there that think they're vampires, so...
We've seen those.
Yeah.
I've seen those.
So there's those
going on with that.
Yeah.
Are you a vampire, Chris?
No. I look like one. I'm very pale. It's
skin.
Summer. It's summer in Texas, and I'm still insanely pale.
You do you tan? Do you actually go out and lay out? And
I mean, like, here's pretty tan. I usually, cover my face and stuff. This is tan for me, by the way.
Okay.
I'm usually about three shades darker at least.
Okay.
Or sorry, darker, lighter. Lighter, I mean.
It's weird for me to meet people who are paler than me because even like with black hair, I am pale, but you are pale. You are a pale girl.
I'm pale.
What's your foundation color name?
Oh, I don't I don't wear foundation. I just wear a lot of concealer. I don't I can't put it but it is I use
Alabaster
Chantilly from NARS. Porcelain.
That's a freaking paint in my house is Chantilly and it's white.
Chantilly and porcelain. That's my usual ones. But right now I'm vanilla in NARS concealer, which is
she's a little warmer.
A shade darker.
I absolutely love that. Usually whenever I go to the store, I'm like, I usually get one from the whitest. One from. Yeah, that's like my go-to.
I'll give myself a little color, and then I just pump on the blush.
Where does your whiteness come from? Like, which is that your Russian background?
I'm not Russian.
German?
I'm technically, I'm Polish and German. But
why do I think you were Russian?
My family, they were Polish, but they were in Russia and then Poland. So it's like they came from there, and then Germany, and then I also have some Nordic in me.
You're a white girl.
I am.
You are the whitest.
My 23andMe is 99.8%, and then the other percents just aren't accounted for. But literally all my ancestors are all. It goes back. It's really cool, but all Vikings. All Nordic Vikings.
That's always the coolest to hear ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, do you have names and pictures and historical Vikings?
Not pictures, but they have names. They have names and the year that they died and where they're buried. So you can go see where they're
Did you do the ancestry test? Because I know there's so much drama with all this tests, but did you do the actual ancestry.com one?
No, 23andMe.
Oh, dude. I love the ancestry.com.
Yeah.
You might be able to find pictures. I think you can input.
I know. I got to do that. And I sent my parents kits and they never did them because I was like, I need to know more information. Mm-hmm. So now I think they maybe killed people. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
They're just really forgetful. I think they lost their kits.
Did you hear the drama about 23andMe though? I deleted my DNA from there. And maybe you should too.
All those things are really bad. You shouldn't be giving their DNA. You shouldn't be giving your DNA.
But we did it.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine's already gone, so it's whatever. And it was years and years ago. It was when they were finding the Golden State Killer. Like they found him through that, which is cool.
That's cool.
And some other like murderers got caught through that. But yeah, it's probably not good to give
your DNA,
probably the government, your DNA. But you know.
But I wanted to know my background.
Yeah,
good disguise. Good disguise. Like, oh, we'll tell you everything about yourself.
Give us everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you surprised by your results?
No.
You knew what you were?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew back enough where I was like, yeah.
I was shocked.
I knew you were. Yeah, why were you shocked?
Dude, this is okay. I spent my whole entire life, okay?
Yep.
I grew up thinking I was 50% indigenous.
Yep.
50%. My mom was like, I am 100%. Maybe with a little English in there, but like 100%. Her last name is Benoit. There's a tribe around here. I grew up going to the reserves and so I thought that. So then we were kind of like, my mom's like, I want to get our papers in order. She's like, first step, let's do a DNA test.
Yep.
So my grandpa, there's a bunch of brothers, and there was a rumored milkman incident.
Okay.
And he was the result of the milkman incident. And was he ever? Because I am not 0%. I am like 98.6% European. I'm mainly Irish and Hungarian, French and English. Yep. And then I felt like a fraud. But I found this out a long time ago, like before social media and stuff. Like I did this like a really long time ago. But like it didn't stop me advocating. But then people would be like, why are you advocating, white lady? And I'm like,
it's like, I thought.
First, everybody should. Second, like, what the this is my family.
Yeah, it's not your fault that you grew up being told that you were something and you weren't. You know, there was a milkman in the situation.
Well, I look like my family. Like I look like indigenous people in my family. So that's why I'm also like really confused. Maybe it's wrong. I want to do it again, but now you shouldn't be doing that.
I know. It's like, never mind. It's all right.
I am what I am.
It's all right.
I think I get my paleness from my Irishness.
Probably.
And my dark hair.
Yeah, European. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm mostly German.
Maybe we get our paleness because we are vampires.
Maybe we have vampiric ancestors.
Maybe. Well, are they ancestors or are they buddies because they're still around?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Oh,
that'd be so
cool. If a vampire
cool.
showed up, what would you say and do?
If a vampire showed up?
And they're like, I am a vampire.
I'd be like...
Would you believe them?
I'd be like this.
Do it.
Bite me on the neck, bitch. Bite me on the neck.
High sugars, you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah. I just ate a Pop-Tart. Enjoy.
Oh, what kind?
Strawberry. I never got to eat them as a kid, and then I just remembered like about a month ago. I was like, oh, I can buy what I want, and I really want to eat Pop-Tarts. So once in a while, I'll eat a Pop-Tart for breakfast.
It's a Pop-Tart.
So
it's a Pop-Tart, baby.
Yep.
Well, I have a fun question for you. If you were a vampire, would you be a sexy vampire, like downtown Chicago sexy vampire, or are you going to be like a rogue Ferrell one that lives in the trees?
Ooh, I would absolutely be rogue.
Would you?
I'd be in a cave in a mountain.
Just eating animals, or would you find people to eat?
Oh no, I'd find people for sure.
Taking out the bad
I'd find
ones.
bad people. I would be a vigilante vampire. Yeah. I'd be like the Dexter of vampires.
I love it. Okay. Yeah. What era would you want to be turned in?
Wait, you have to answer it too.
Oh, I would want to be a sexy vampire.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see
I'd want to like walk around and like hypnotize people and get free steaks all the time.
Yes. I'm watching What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show right now. So I'm just talking like Laszlo all the time. Caleb and I are both off.
Dude.
And I just love it
favorite.
so much. May I approach the bitch? I love it so much. Anyway, sorry. What's
I can't believe it's over.
I know. Sucks.
So you haven't seen the end?
The movie is like top, but the show is pretty good.
Yeah. My Porsche is named after the, whoa. What's her name? The main woman.
I'm watching it right now. I literally am on like season 3.
I finished watching it a while ago.
What the
This gonna destroy me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wait, look. I feel like I can't look it up because I need to remember
I know.
this.
I
love this show.
Laszlo, was it Nando? Oh my gosh. And
Nando's the guy. Nando.
And then the bald guy is why can't I remember names right now?
His name's Colin.
Is it Colin? Yeah.
Colin. Why can't I? It's literally the name of my car.
What? Yeah, that's really weird.
Why am I like fully glitching right now?
Oh no, I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna be like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel the same.
It's on the tip of my tongue right now, and probably everyone's
same.
yelling it at us right now. Oh, Nadia, or Nandor,
Yes, Nadia.
not Nando, Nandor, and I knew
Nandor.
Guillermo's
Nando's is a restaurant.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know where my brain's at. Also, I fall asleep to it all the time. I haven't watched it in so long though. This is only my second time watching it, but I was like,
The early ones are elite. Like, I don't know. I love it all. Last season though, I was a little bit like,
yeah.
But you can tell they had a bigger budget in the last couple seasons, which is good.
Yeah, like the special effects are really good.
Yes.
I love the old vampire that comes in. I think it's in the first season. Like where he's all decrepit and he's like, F everyone. It's so great. The makeup is so good.
It's here. It's filmed here.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's so cool.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Sorry, what's the next question?
After watching What We Do in the Shadows, what era would you want to be turned in? Because remember, you have to live through everything after that era.
Yeah. I think I would be like late mid-century, like 13 to 1500s, because you got the Black Plague, you got like the bubonic plague, you have the 100-Year War. A lot of people are dying. No one would ask questions because I wouldn't eat the sick people, but I would just kill. There's so many bad people too. So many terrible, terrible people. I could eat so many, drink the blood of so many different people. Nobody would bat an eye. Okay. Nobody would bat an eye. And then the next up after that is like a bunch of other wars, bunch of other plagues that happen.
You just want to see them all.
I would live it.
Live them.
I would live through. Yeah, but it'd just be easy pickings because they cared about murder, but you can get away with it, really. So for hundreds of years, I could get away with murder and nobody would like bat an eye. Like it'd be kind of annoying to be a vampire now.
Yeah, it would suck because like everything's on camera.
Yeah,
you would be in jail and people would be really curious.
Yeah.
I think.
What about you?
I think I'd do like a late 1700s.
Okay.
Because I'd want some of the modern conveniences. Obviously, there still wasn't like television stuff, but like they were more, we're coming into the light bulb pretty soon. We're coming into, but still no cameras.
Because I'd be in Europe.
You'd be in Europe.
Yeah, during the.
I would be 1700s. That's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would start New York area.
Okay, so like first
busy.
People coming here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people were dying then.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of people like knowing what was going on. People were venturing off on their own, not coming back. Who did it? Ooh, it's her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could get killed though, because that's when everybody was trying to. They were like they were going after people. Yeah.
I want to be in the witch trials. I want to watch the witch trials.
You want to?
And I want to kill the people that burned the witches.
It's actually me. Eating popcorn in the back row.
Rupee's right there.
Oh yeah, Rupee's right in the back right there. He's just sleeping like a little angel.
I love him so much. Yeah. Guys, you don't understand. I love Rupee. I love all Chris's dogs, but I met Rupee and those big ears just shaping the way.
He's so sweet, dude. I love him so much. And the reason why I don't have my other dogs in the office is, one, we have a bunch of people that work in this office, so Kevin can't be in here because we have a lot of people come in and out. He would kill them. He's a guard dog. Mm-hmm. And Debbie, she's pooping a lot lately, having too many accidents. And then Petey and Frankie are always with Caleb in his office. So Rupee gets to hang out with me in my office, and then I hang out with all the other dogs when I go into the house. Yep.
It works because he's a compact
compact little purse dog.
Yeah, I need to bring Mo. And I
here. I know. Yeah, you definitely got to bring Mo.
What the heck?
Next time.
No, I love it. Also, I can feel something in my pocket, and I think I know what it is. I am correct. It is a bone.
Okay. What kind of bone is
I found this on a walk the other day.
Ooh. What if it's a dog bone? Like drops it like a leg of a dog. Sorry.
No, thank you.
Speaking of which,
it's probably a raccoon.
Why did I say that?
Speaking of which,
I was talking about dead dogs, which is the worst topic ever. But I lost my chicken. Or she's gone. She's dead probably. It sucks. And now I'm just left with a f***ing loud rooster. We have a rooster. We got two of them as a wedding present. 2 chickens.
I was there. That was so weird. I was like, whoa, who brings chickens to a wedding? Nice of them.
Really
but
sweet.
Who brings chickens?
2 silky hens. One turned out to be a rooster. The loudest rooster ever. I think he's like got something wrong with his brain. He cockadoodles every hour of every day, all through the night.
I got that.
And we're like, you know what? We can't get rid of him because he's besties with the other one. Now she's gone. So now we're like,
what's going to happen?
We're probably just going to give him to his mom has a bunch of roosters, so she doesn't really care.
Oh, okay.
And they're like far away from her house, so we're probably just going to give her. And then I think I'll start over in the fall with chickens because we gave our other chickens to his grandparents, so I'll get more chickens in the fall. It's too hot down here. I'm like, I'm not going to have chicks outside. This is too hot.
No, I hate waiting to see who's a rooster and who's a hen because you fall in love with them.
I know.
And then it starts cockle-doodle-doing, and I'm like, I can't have more roosters than chickens.
I don't name them until I know. Now.
No.
I can't. Also, I got a new calf. And we found out that so I have the Zebus. Sorry, I'm trailing off so much. I have the Zebu cows, and then I have the Highland cows, right? And Gary, he's our only Highland bull, and we think he's like 8 or 9. We got him like really late. But we didn't think he'd be procreating. This guy f***ed Gilly. And
which is a Zebu?
Came out. We have a Zebu Highland cow now, which I don't think exists really. We looked it up and there was like 2 pictures. So we have a little
what do they look
science
like?
Experiment. Super adorable. It's like a little it's quite a bit bigger than when the Zebu was born. That's where we're like, oh, mama was carrying a big ol', and it's like fluffy. It came out. Zebus aren't fluffy. They're good because they're hot weather cows. But yeah, it's a little fluffy, cute, little Zebu Highland hybrid, which is fine.
That is so cute.
It's not like it can't be done. It's not like we did it on purpose or anything. They're just out there in the field living their life. They're just like free range cows, pets.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we have a little mixed baby back there. Little mixed baby.
Little mixed cow baby.
And she had a great
Bellows
birth.
was giving birth the other day.
Really?
Just spit it right out.
Yep.
I think Bellows is going to have, like, we want her to have 1 calf, but I don't want her to have any more than that. Mm-hmm. We just really want to, like, milk her. But, like, we thought she was having one, and, like, her back end was, like, swollen, and there was, like, mucus. Sorry, guys, TMI. So I put a picture into chat GTP, and chat was like, oh, yeah, she's going to give birth within 24 hours. So it's, like, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm, like, out with a flashlight. No, she was just in heat.
Yeah, it's that time of year. I was just going to say, I'm, like, they're all my bulls right now are crazy. They're fighting like crazy. Gary and Gilbert.
What do they do when they fight?
They use their horns. They like ram against each other. It's really kind of funny to watch because Gilbert is about 4.5 feet tall and a full grown Zebu bull. And Gary is like a foot taller and probably like 200-300 pounds heavier. But Gilbert is like, and Gilbert has little dull horns, and Gary has like these really long, sharp horns. But Gilbert is so like aggressive and crazy, and he's just mooing because he just wants to fuck. He's just like,
just a horny cow,
I'm like,
horny bull.
Oh my gosh! So this is the time they're in heat right now.
Oh my god! See, that's like crazy because I only have 1 bull. And he's a steer. He doesn't have nuts, so we won't go through that with him.
You won't.
He's not growing. He's not growing. He's half the size of Bellers. He was born in November, but we've had him for like a couple months. No height. Like he's losing the baby look in his face, but this dude is like up to my hip. That's it.
What kind of cow is he?
He's supposed to be like a miniature Highland. I thought he'd still get a little bit bigger though.
My Highlands, my heifers never grew. Like we got them when they were a few months old, and they maybe grew like maybe an inch or 2. Like they're very small. Highlands aren't tall.
Do you ever get hurt by them?
Huh?
Do you ever get hurt by them, your cows?
No.
Dude, I have a bruise on my thigh that's like this big.
You have to be careful.
He went to like go like this because of flies, and he got me right in the leg, and I was like,
that's cow 101. They're you got to watch their heads and their back legs because they go to itch too. You won't. Yes. If you get kicked by one, it's gonna hurt, but it's not like a horse. Like a horse can kill you. Cows will just they'll give you a good bruise. But yeah, I know.
My God, I love how we're making an episode about vampires, and we've been talking so deeply about cows. This is welcome to our world. Welcome to our ADHD brains. We're gonna get there. We have lots to talk about.
I'm so sorry. Anyway, we have you wrote a little vampire case that happened, right?
Yeah. Well, it's crazy throughout history how many different things have come up, which is like, and just how much people are obsessed with vampires. And I think a lot of it, before TV, before this, like I feel people were so bored and people really believe this shit could happen.
Yeah.
So I just have a couple of them. But this first one here is the New England Vampire Panic the ghastly tale of Mercy Brown.
Yep.
So guys, when we think about vampire hysteria, we usually picture 19th century Europe. Foggy London streets, Romanian castles, and pale men in capes with... Did you just hear my rooster?
No.
It was so loud. He's right out the door. Sorry. We're on the farm talking about vampires. All right, guys, so you're used to men in capes with blood-stained cuffs, but one of the most chilling vampire panics in history didn't take place in the shadow of the Carpathians. It happened in New England, the snowy, God-fearing heart of Rhode Island. And in the center of it was a teenage girl named Mercy Brown. It's always teenage girls, I swear.
Yeah.
Always the drama, never not the drama.
Yep.
This wasn't some quiet whispered situation. This was a full-blown panic, fueled by disease, grief, and a desperate need to explain the unexplainable. Bodies were exhumed, hearts were burned, and Mercy Brown became America's very own vampire girl.
I did hear your rooster the second time.
He's right out here, and he'll do it.
Oh.
Just did it again. He's going to do it on a constant
It's
all
okay.
day now.
It's fine. All right. The 1800s in rural New England were, in short, a vibe. But not a fun kind. More like famine, frostbite, and funerals. Damn. That's awesome. I mean, not, but I like the triple or the
Chris.
triple Fs.
Whatever you're into.
Towns were small, isolated, and deeply religious. People relied on superstition as much as scripture, and when tragedy struck, they often turned to old-world beliefs passed down through whispers and folklore, witchcraft, omens, spirits, and yes, vampires. But these weren't the seductive cape-wearing Dracula types. These vampires were more like cursed corpses, family members who refused to stay buried. Also, people make so much fun of me for saying the word buried.
Yeah, that was weird.
I say buried, not buried.
Well, it looks like it should be pronounced buried.
I know.
But I say buried. But that's not right, is it?
No, it's both. It's either. But it's more frequently pronounced buried. So people are like,
it doesn't. But that seems wrong because
buried.
it's a U.
It's a U, yeah. So I've always said it buried. But like my mom, like everybody I know says buried. But maybe it's I don't know. I don't know if it's like a Canadian thing. I have no idea. Anyway.
Buried.
I'm trying to change it, guys, but at this point, I'm not gonna. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say it like
this
that.
Is her. Shut up and enjoy.
Shut the f***
up. We're burying this.
Family members who refused to stay buried. The belief was that recently deceased loved ones could rise from the grave and spiritually feed on the life force of those still alive, especially their family. How would you know it was happening? Well, people who get sick, really sick, and slowly waste away. Sound familiar? Yeah, it was tuberculosis. But they didn't know that yet, otherwise known as consumption, which I think we're actually talking about next, yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious because like people are like, this is a vampire. It's like, no, you're just sick. No.
Yeah,
like, can you imagine if you said this shit nowadays?
Yeah.
You'd be cut down immediately.
I'd way rather think I'm turning into a vampire than dying of tuberculosis.
I would love deathbed vampire. Cool. Deathbed tuberculosis. No, I'm not going out like that. Lame. So guys, in the 1800s, TB was often called consumption because of how it literally seemed to consume the victim from the inside out. Gaunt body. Don't tell the Ozempic babes. Sorry.
It's true.
Yep. Gaunt bodies, hollow cheeks, persistent coughing fits, blood on the handkerchief, night sweats, fevers, death, and entire families would be completely wiped out. The sickness spread invisibly before germ theory was understood, so people turned what they thought they could see, feel, and fear, and in New England, their fear pointed towards the grave. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If someone in your family died of consumption and then others started getting sick too, it was probably because the dead were coming back to feed. What exactly?
Makes sense to me, though. Makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah. And yeah, that's the thing. You always think, like, they're so stupid. It's just, it's like they didn't know. The else are you supposed to think?
You can't Google. There's no chat to say, what is this rash?
Yeah, exactly. You had to actually have to use your brain, okay? Come up with folklore.
Yep.
Psh. Enter the Brown family and Exeter, Rhode Island. Farmers, regular folks, churchgoers. In the 1880s, the Browns were devastated by a string of deaths. George Brown, the patriarch, lost his wife, Mary Eliza, to consumption. Soon after, his eldest daughter, Mary Olive, died the same way. Years passed, but the disease wasn't done with them. And in 1891, George's only son, Edwin, became gravely ill. He was sent to Colorado Springs to recover in the dry mountain air, a common treatment for TB at the time, which is true. It's true. There's a movie.
Wow.
There's like a Western movie with Doc Holliday, and it's like there's a lot of accounts of people being sent to drier climates because that would cure it, but it literally never did. It made you feel a little better, but it wouldn't cure it.
Damn. I was like, damn, fresh air really can heal?
Yeah. To a degree, I don't think
I
so.
should be doing better.
Yeah, right? Yeah. But while he was away, his 19-year-old sister, Mercy, got sick, and fast. She died on January 17th, 1892. Her death hit the town hard, but it didn't hit George the way it was about to. Because when Edwin returned home, he was worse than ever. And the people of Exeter began to murmur. Three members of the Brown family gone. Edwin, now on death's doorstep, the math started mathing in the worst possible way. One of the Brown women didn't stay dead, which was quoted.
That's a quote, man. That's a deep quote. All right. Neighbors approached George Brown and pleaded with him to do what had to be done. These were not evil men. They believed they were helping, saving his son, preventing more death. Eventually, George, tired, grieving, and probably running out of hope, gave in. On March 17th, 1892, a group of men, including the local doctor and the town's gravedigger, went to the cemetery and exhumed the bodies of Mary Eliza, Mary Olive, and Mercy. So we're also digging up people that are really sick. Now there's spores on them and spores getting out. So we're just making things worse, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, now here is where it gets dark, like really dark. Mary Eliza and Mary Olive were both decomposed, as expected, in normal fashion. But when they opened Mercy's grave, something was off. She'd been buried in a crypt above ground due to the frozen winter earth. So she hadn't been in the ground long. When they opened the casket, Mercy's body was still shockingly preserved. Is that shocking?
Well, to them.
It's the winter.
To them.
Oh, okay.
To them.
They'd expect her to decompose no matter what.
Yeah.
Come on, science.
Well, the
God.
thing is that they didn't, because you could not bury bodies in the winter. That was just like a thing. Like you would keep a body like in a house during the winter, and then you'd have to bury it in the spring.
Yeah.
And they knew that the bodies were preserved because of that, because it was frozen. So it's like.
So why is
but
this shocking?
I think the next part is like the shocking part, maybe.
Okay. Her face wasn't sunken. Her skin looked flushed. Even more disturbing, there was fresh blood in her heart and veins, not frozen. Okay, that is spooky.
Yeah, so that
all
would be...
of this was all they needed to confirm their fear. Mercy Brown was the vampire.
Mm-hmm. Which, again, makes sense for back then. They weren't, because when people were frozen, they weren't cutting them open after. They weren't doing autopsies after they've been frozen for like a month and then they bury them. So this is the person that they're opening up because they have this suspicion. But blood clots. Like it'll clot and do that when bodies are...
Question.
Yeah.
March 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. What was the weather? Was she just freshly thawed? Was she about to start decomposing? Did she look pink because she just came out of deep freeze?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they said she was recently in the ground, so they just buried her. I'm trying to change. They just
too buried. I'm in it.
They just buried her because she was in the ground, so she would be thawing, I guess, or she probably. It doesn't say how long she was in the ground, but I'm gonna guess that it wasn't that long.
Okay.
I don't know, but it makes sense to us, but to them, I could see where they're coming from. Anyway.
Panic.
The ritual was gruesome. They cut out Mercy's heart and liver, burned them to ash on a nearby rock, and then, in a final act of old world folklore meets small town horror, they mixed the ashes into water and gave it to Edwin to drink. Yes, he drank his dead sister's ashes. This wasn't just symbolic. They truly believed it would break the vampire's hold over him. that it would stop from feeding, that Edwin would be saved. But it didn't work. What? And Edwin died 2 months later. Poor dad, dude. George is going through it. All his kids are dead. His wife's dead. Horrible.
He had to cut the hearts out of his
and then
wife and daughters.
Yeah, have to, or just the, it's just mercy that they cut out the heart and liver and burned it. But still, like, you had to bury your daughter and then,
that's so gross.
I feel bad for George.
Okay, I get that. I can understand everything, but the point of having to drink it.
Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, they're just making shit up at that point. And you know what,
like,
as a person dying and as a dad, it's just like, just drink it, man. What else could go wrong? Like, you're dying already. Maybe it'll work. I probably would have back then and be like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, you just believe them. Interesting. All right. So what makes the Mercy Brown case so unique, aside from how recent it was, is that it was widely reported at the time. Journalists from Boston and New York caught wind of the story and began covering it like it was an eerie piece of small-town superstition.
Mm-hmm.
Even Bram Stoker, I have to say, I saw somebody found a misprint of a Bram Stoker book and it said Bram Stroker.
That's pretty funny.
The author of Dracula had a clipping about Mercy's exhumation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right word?
Mm-hmm.
Why does that not feel right in my mouth?
Exhumation.
Exhumation?
Yeah,
okay.
You're saying exhumation. You added an N and an A there, but that's all right.
I got a different form of something. It's not dyslexia, but it's something else. But yeah, he had a clipping of that in his files. So while writing the novel, it was very likely that she helped him inspire the iconic vampire story. Unlike most folklore, the Mercy Brown case happened in a time of newspapers, medicine, and record keeping. It is not a legend. It is a documented horror history.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, you can still visit her grave today in Chestnut Hill Cemetery. Her headstone is modest, and visitors often leave offerings of coins, flowers, or small vampire trinkets resting on the worn stone. Oh, I want to go.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Looking back,
she's probably so pissed.
Huh?
She's probably so pissed everyone thought she was a vampire.
Yeah. I'd like to go there and like be respectful and be like, obviously we know she wasn't a vampire, but just be like, hey, how are you doing?
Alice box session.
How's everything going? Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Looking back, it's easy to feel outrage or sadness about how Mercy was treated. Absolutely. How a grieving community just desecrated her body out of fear. But it's also deeply human. These people were desperate. They didn't understand disease, and their families were dying in droves with no explanation. When the world didn't make sense, they made sense of it the only way they could. The vampire panic wasn't really about blood-drinking monsters. It was about grief, it was about powerlessness, and it was about watching someone you love waste away and wanting so badly for there to be something you could do, even if it meant digging up the dead, which, again, like, I'm just like, yeah, of course. Of course, dude. Yeah.
Dude, I want to dig up my grandma so bad.
Okay.
I went to a local funeral home and they were the ones who had done her thing, and she passed away in 2008, and I was like, and she would be cool with this, I know she would. I said to him, I'm like, would she still look the same? And he's like, yeah, probably. He's like, I do a really good job. And I'm just like, I just want to see.
Wait, what do you mean?
Was she dumb today? The stuff they put in your...
Embalmed.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, embalmed her really well. And he said that like tip of the nose might be gone type stuff like that, but that she would like genuinely look pretty good.
Really?
Some embalming will last forever. I remember I'm on like some really weird Facebook groups, but somebody dug up their dad who had passed away in 1982 because they were going to switch him over to a new spot. And she said, screw it, let's open it up and see him. Dude just looked a little gray, but he looked just like her dad. Like there was pictures of him like in the casket on the day of the viewing and then like he was dustier, like he looked like a movie prop, but he looked like him still. Very much.
I didn't realize, like I thought after that amount of time it would be like...
No, it depends on environment, depends if water gets inside. But if it's the perfect environment of like coolness, like I know sometimes they've found bodies in bogs or in swamps, and because of like the different things, like the bodies are perfectly preserved.
Yeah, there's a place in Texas where they do that, like a university. I can't remember which one, but you can donate your body to science, and they literally use it to put your body in different conditions to see how. Oh, I can see now. They see to see how they decay, how they
Wow.
over time, which that's what I want to do to my body.
Will you? There's a body farm near me. I don't know where it is.
Body
I think it's
farm,
like an hour away. And they put them out in the woods to see what different levels of decomposition. I saw a story the other day. It's like a sad but funny but sad story. And it was a man whose mother had donated her body to science and they had used it.
I was just going to bring this up. I think we talked about this already before.
Did we really?
Yeah, and they blew her up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I've been like going down rabbit holes. I don't know if this is true. This is like a conspiracy. But apparently if you have it listed on your license that you're an organ donor, they won't try as hard to save you.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of this before. But I don't think that's true at all.
No.
I don't think it goes way worse on them if you die.
Yeah.
Incredibly way worse on them if you die in like so many ways. Like even if you don't want to think about it in like a financial way or like a reputation way, but that is what it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. No, it just blows my mind. I get what grief is crazy. Grief is crazy. And that's just the truth. But guys, what makes Mercy Brown's story so haunting is how real it was. No magic, no fangs, just humans clinging to the myth in the face of death. But isn't that kind of what vampire archetype is about at its core? Not just a monster, but a metaphor, a symbol of fear, desire, grief, and the inability to let go. Mercy didn't ask to be remembered like this, but in a strange way, she lives on, not as a cursed creature, but as a reminder of what happens when we try to fight death without understanding it.
And maybe the scariest part of Mercy Brown's story is that the real monster wasn't the dead girl in the coffin. It was how far the living were willing to go to feel like they had control. It's good. Good quote. Good quote. But I feel bad for the people too. You know, I see dead people, I want to respect them and everything. But man, if all my siblings were dead except for one, all my family except for one, and I was like, okay, this person came up to me and they're like, you got to dig up one of them and burn their heart and liver and then your mom could live. And I'd be like, okay, they're dead.
Which one?
They're gone.
One dig up?
Whichever one the person tells me to. All of them, and he can pick. If I was one of the dead people, I'd be like, dig me up, burn me up, put me in a tea, put me in a stew, feed me to the village.
Who's going to die first out of your siblings?
Probably me.
Why?
Because I want to.
Oh, no. Oh!
No, I'd want to die before all my siblings. I don't want to watch any of my siblings go through that.
Isn't that crazy? You're probably going to go to a sibling's funeral in your life, possibly.
I'm the second oldest. And I'm 100% the most stressed out. I'm going to go first if it isn't some sort of weird disease or something like that. I
feel like I'm going to go by like... No, I don't even want to put that out in the universe.
Don't put it out there. Don't put it out
Don't put it out.
No, I hope I go before my parents. I hope I go before...
no.
I hope I go before Caleb. I hope I go before... Yeah. I
have moments where I fall into absolute fear because I'll just be watching TV and then I'll look at Adam and I'll be like, oh my God, I can't go to his funeral.
No,
like, I can't.
I do that too. I always tell him, I'm like, I'm going to die before you, okay? Like, we need to make this pact. And he's like, what are you saying right now? And I'm like, if you're on your deathbed, we're going to go out together, okay?
We're going together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding though, but also not really.
But also, maybe
I want to go before
not.
Rupert. All right.
Yeah, Rupee. No, wait. Dogs only live for 14 years. You're not going anywhere.
If that, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's so sad also. Why the f*** do dogs not live as long as people?
No, we should be assigned a dog at birth and they die with us when we die.
Yeah, they're our guardians.
Yeah.
That's why I loved the movie. What is it? Is it the Guardians? I don't know. You know that movie where they all you're like you hit a certain age or I don't know, and they have like animals as their guardian, and one has a
but I want to watch that.
One has a polar bear. One has a tiger or something.
Can you imagine getting like you get your animal and it's a tiger?
The golden
and you work at Costco.
Compass, maybe.
The golden compass?
Is it the golden compass? Sorry, I'm like so.
No, we need to know now.
No, I was obsessed with that movie for that reason. I was like, that's how it should be. Oh yeah, it is the golden compass.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved the golden compass. Dude, this one?
I need to look that up. Yeah, I've literally never heard of that. That's
what?
amazing.
You have to watch it. I'm going to watch it.
Tonight.
Oh my God, it has Daniel Craig and Nicole Kidman in it.
What?
Didn't even remember that.
What?
Yeah, dude, this is like a stack cast and good. And they all have animals. It's super cool. I like it a lot.
Oh,
anyway,
cool.
shout out to Golden
Shout
Compass.
out to Golden Compass. Also, quick intro break. Have you guys went and saw House on Eden?
Yeah. Have you seen it? You should go see it if you haven't. It's in theaters. It's meant to be seen in theaters. Go watch it.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of you guys doing TikTok videos about it, tagging us on Instagram. We've been sharing the shit out of that. It was such a fun thing to make. It was good. I enjoyed that. And it's been so cool to go across the country. I've been road tripping. I popped into a couple theaters when I went to go see a wedding. It's been nice. I'm excited for it to come to Canada and stuff. We're still waiting on dates for that, but feels like forever.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm glad it's over. It's not over.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it's finally in theaters and people can watch it because everyone's been asking. But again, it'll come to hopefully theaters in Canada, but everyone like internationally will be able to watch it come fall because it will be on Shudder. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was fun to do. It was a crazy press tour. We're very much introverts, so like I was in Texas. I got to see Chris again in Texas, which was awesome for the showing there.
Yep.
And I was in Texas. Are you ready for 19 hours?
Yeah, that was a crazy amount of time. Yeah, and you did not sleep.
Got up at 2:30 a.m. to take that flight. I was like, I get to see my Chris, and we went and we ate Smokehouse because you go to Texas, you have to eat Smokehouse.
Yep.
Okay. Do you think there's any vampires in Texas, or no? It's too hot. They're like that.
No, I don't think it's a vampire. Well, after watching like Sinners, did you watch that movie yet?
No,
you have to watch that movie.
I saw it. I'm writing it down right now.
Wait, I can't remember where they are. I think they're in like Georgia, maybe or something. Maybe Tennessee. I can't remember where they are, but the show more hot. So I'm like, I feel like that you kind of be f***ed wherever you are if it's daylight, right? So I feel like there would be some here.
I don't know. Do you think but like Vampire Diaries, they have the rings so they can go out during the day. Do you think there's a way around it?
Cloaks and umbrellas.
You just see a dude with a cloak and showbiz. You're like,
it's just be me as a 12-year-old on the beach. There's like pictures of me in hoodies on the beach because I just was like, I just did not like the sun as a kid. Now I'm just like, wow, no wonder I was depressed. I needed some fucking vitamin D, dude. It helps.
It helps.
It's so scientific and it works, actually. Get outside.
What's your favorite vampire movie? What's your favorite vampire show?
Oh gosh. I mean,
vampire book.
I have to say, well, I'm gonna say, I mean, obviously, like Twilight is like my awakening. I also really I just watched it again like 2 nights ago, Van Helsing.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Love. What?
Yeah, I feel like
dude, if you want to be a sexy vampire, watch Van Helsing. They have it's the coolest transformation because it's Dracula and his 3 wives, and the 3 wives are and they are turn into these gray bat things, but then their bat wings turn into dresses and this transfer. Oh my god, it is
that sounds sexy.
So it's bleep that. But no, it's very good, and then it has Hugh Jackman. Thank God he's not singing. I see all those things going around. He has a crazy, kind of annoying vibrato,
Okay.
But I like him in Van Helsing. But that also show I didn't watch Vampire Diaries.
Wait, you've never watched Vampire Diaries?
No, I haven't.
Chris,
I don't
about
watch
to
those
change.
shows. I've never I've watched some of Gossip Girl. I've watched some. I don't really watch those. I think Caleb kind of made me watch not made me, but we watched Supernatural. I think there's some vampire
that's so
stuff
old
in
now.
there. Yeah, it's hard to watch now, first couple seasons, but it's kind of fun. But yeah,
I like vampires that feel real life. That's why I like Twilight. That's why I like Vampire Diaries. I need it to mesh with life.
Yeah, that's
which
fair.
is my Hollow. When I wrote the book Hollow,
Yes.
that was I needed it to mesh with life. Which is funny if you guys didn't know this. Chris is a character in my book, and she's Chris.
Yeah. Oh, wait, sorry. We just talked about it. What We Do in the Shadows. That's my favorite show.
Oh yeah,
That's my favorite vampire
that's a good one.
But yes, that's I know. Yeah, Hollow, and you can get it right now, right?
You can pre-order it. It
The
got pulled,
pre-order.
so you can get it on ebook right now, but the actual book is January.
Okay.
It looks, dude, everybody has lost their minds because they think you're on the cover. And I get it. Look. So they did this, but look at, that's like your jawline. Like, look at, it literally does it. Look at the red lipstick.
Oh yeah,
Which,
right
guys,
now.
Chris doesn't
That's
really
pretty
wear
funny.
red lipstick, but I didn't even notice it. I'm like, you know what
It's
it kind of does?
It's not.
It's not, but
It's
it
not
but
me.
it looks.
Who is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
They made it.
I don't know.
They said, "What do you think?" But it's gonna have like blood dripping all down it and stuff. Like the sides of it are dyed to look like blood. So I'm like,
I know it's such a good cover.
Yeah.
It's so
I'm
good.
excited about it.
It's so good. Yeah, I love vampire stuff. So what's your favorite? Is it Twilight?
Vampire movie. You know what? I don't know if I'm able to remember this. I watched one a few years ago. It was really interesting, and it was this actress. I don't know if I can remember who she was. She's really blonde, really fair, really blue eyes. It's not the Kill Bill one. This is
No.
gonna.
I also love
kill
Interview with a
me.
Vampire.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a really good
I'm
one.
trying to think of who you're
I
talking
need to
about.
find this one. Oh, here she is.
Oh.
Tilda
I love Tilda.
Swinton. Yeah, so Tilda Swinton vampire movie.
She's always so weird in movies, and I love it.
Yes. Okay, it is called
I must watch this.
Only Lovers Left Alive.
Never seen it. Never heard of it. I need to watch it.
Weird. I
Okay.
liked it. I honestly need to rewatch it. It just makes vampires feel really real life, but
like
it was interesting. Only Lovers Left Alive. That was cool. Show Vampire Diaries. I do love Twilight. Apparently they're coming out with a cartoon version of Twilight.
Okay.
I'm not excited. I don't feel like they
I
should
don't
mess
know
with
about
it.
that. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, and they will remake it at some point, maybe 20 years from now,
You never
and it's
know.
gonna suck, and I'll hate it.
I feel it, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now, let's jump more. We need to get back into more vampires. Okay, we're going to talk about the Highgate Vampire, London's most theatrical bloodsucker.
Forget dusty old castles and foggy Transylvanian mountains. In the heart of 1970s London, something much weirder and way more dramatic was going down. Nestled in the middle of the city lies Highgate Cemetery, a gothic necropolis straight out of a horror... necropolis? Necropolis?
Damn, that's a $10 word.
A gothic necropolis straight out of a horror film. And for a few wild years in the early 70s, it was the epicenter of one of Britain's strangest paranormal panics, featuring vampire sightings, midnight rituals, media frenzy, and full-on feud between dueling vampire hunters. Yes, this really happened.
Dueling vampire hunters.
Amazing.
Okay, very cool. Highgate Cemetery is hauntingly beautiful. Overgrown ivy, leaning gravestones, winding paths, and elaborate Victorian crypts. Even without anything paranormal, it does look like something Tim Burton would dream up. By the late 1960s, though, it had fallen into neglect. The once pristine cemetery was abandoned, crumbling and eerily quiet, making it a magnet for vandals, occultists, and local teenagers looking to scare the hell out of each other. But it wasn't just vandalism people were whispering about. It was something darker, something undead.
In 1969, a man named David Ferrell wrote the Hampstead and Highgate Express, known as the Hammond High, claiming he'd seen... Come on, man. Claiming he'd seen something explainable in the cemetery. A tall, dark figure with glowing red eyes that seemed to glide through the tombstones. He described it as cold, menacing, and surrounded by an aura of evil. Ferrell, a self-described paranormal investigator and Wiccan, believed it was a supernatural entity, possibly a ghost or a vampire. This later sparked a wave of responses. Suddenly, others were coming forward with similar sightings. Weird how that happens.
Yep, group panic.
Mm-hmm. A spectral face peering through the bars of a locked crypt. A tall man in black vanishing behind a gravestone. Unnatural cold spots, even in the summer. A woman claiming she was attacked by something with fangs that vanished when headlights hit it. And just like that, the Highgate Vampire was born.
Dun, dun, dun. As media attention grew, more people flocked to the cemetery at night, hoping to catch a glimpse of the creature. The idea of a real-life haunting, a Victorian graveyard in London, was just too good to resist. Ferrell doubled down on his claims and began investigating the entity, performing rituals and using occult methods to try and identify what he believed to be a psychic vampire. But then, another man entered the chat.
So sounding like an Ed and Lorraine Warren situation.
It is.
Like, how can we capitalize? I haven't heard the story, by the way. Sean Manchester, or Sean, I don't know. I'm going to call him Sean.
Yep.
Sean Manchester, an exorcist and self-proclaimed vampire expert, stepped into the spotlight and immediately made things so much messier. Where Ferrell saw... What?
As they do.
As they do. Where Ferrell saw a ghostly specter, Manchester was convinced that a literal vampire, in the Dracula sense, had taken up residence in Highgate Cemetery. According to Manchester, the creature was a, quote, king vampire of the undead, possibly a 15th century nobleman who practiced black magic in Wallachia and was brought to England in his coffin by followers. Real original, bro. Yeah, that's literally Dracula's story. It's quite literally Dracula's story. Also a really good movie, Nosferatu. Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Also
What'd you think
very
of the
good.
new one?
I loved it.
Yeah?
I loved it. Did you?
I really like Lily. I love Lily Rose Depp.
Yep. I think it was great.
I don't like how they did Dracula. I don't like him, but
the mustache was a lot.
It just
I'm into
when I first saw
mustaches,
him,
though, as we know.
When I first saw him, I was just like,
yeah, I was
right.
like,
that's not right.
Like, I get there was Vlad the Impaler influence, which he had a wicked mustache, but it looked pretty funny. Yeah. I liked like how tall and menacing it was. I also loved his performance, like his voice. I liked it a lot.
I can't even think of it now. I just giggled when I saw him. That was sure.
He's like, I don't know. He's like, I'll kill you. He like rolled his R's beautifully. I don't know. I really loved Bill Skarsgård performance. Anyway, very good.
That's who it was?
Yes, it was Bill Skarsgård. I think he did it too. I just think he's a fabulous actor.
Wow.
I'm also weird side note. I'm like Volter Skarsgård, his brother, I'm buddies with him.
Yeah. I'm gonna look him up.
He's like a Twitch streamer and stuff. Yeah. Go shout out to Volter. He's a Twitch streamer. Go watch him.
Shout out.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a long time, but whatever. I know of him. That's my claim to fame.
We know of him. That's all that matters.
Anyway, Manchester claimed the vampire's physical body was buried in Highgate, and its spirit was feeding off the life force of visitors. He even suggested there had been animal sacrifices and satanic rituals fueling its power. The media ate it up. It became a full-blown tabloid frenzy. Headlines like, "Vampire stalks London," and "Stake for the Vampire" appeared in British papers. Radio shows featured dramatic interviews. Talk shows brought the two men on to argue. Oh, yeah, this is great. Ferrell versus Manchester became the vampire world's most unhinged rivalry. One was mystical and chill, and the other was theatrical and full Dracula cosplay. And they hated each other. Is this a enemies to lovers story? Are they gonna?
I really hope so.
Are they gonna fuck?
I hope they kiss in the end. They better. At least a kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, get this. Now, on Friday the 13th of March, 1970, Manchester announced on television that he was going to lead a vampire hunt at Highgate Cemetery.
Incredible.
That night.
Incredible.
Yep.
I'm in.
Hundreds of people showed up, dudes. We're talking torch-wielding teens, drunk goths, vampire believers, skeptics, and the simply curious, all climbing fences and running wild through the cemetery in the middle of the night.
Hell yeah.
People, can you imagine just like you are a vampire and you're in a corner and you're like, well, this is it.
Yep. What else are you going to do in the 60s, dude? I'd be in.
Yeah, I'd be in too. People were breaking into crypts, smashing open tombs, spray painting satanic symbols. One person even claimed to see a figure rise from a grave and disappear into the shadows. Mm-hmm. No vampire was found, but Highgate was trashed, and the media had a field day.
Ugh, terrible.
If you're just a ghost And you're in there and you're like, wow, mom didn't think this is what it was going to be like.
Yeah, that would suck. I'd be there cleaning up after the party. I'd be like, we got to bring this back.
Yeah.
Normal. Over the next few years, both Ferrell and Manchester continued their separate, quote, investigations of the cemetery, which involved everything from psychic readings and seances to exorcisms and full-on-stake rituals. $20 entrance fees. It doesn't say that, but I'm just going to assume they probably...
They charged.
They charged.
Yeah. Yep.
In one infamous incident, Manchester claimed to have found the vampire's resting place, staked it through the heart, and burned the body. Ferrell accused him of desecrating a random tomb, though. That's, yeah. Ferrell...
Can you imagine you find out someone did that to your family?
You to like your
corpse?
great-gram-gram? Your great-gam-gam? It's like, no, she wasn't a vampire. She was a bitch, but she wasn't a vampire. Okay? She was a little racist, okay? Maybe she deserved it. But she, she wasn't a vampire, though. We all have a racist gam-gam.
We do. Oh,
Terrible.
gosh. Did I have a racist gam-gam?
Oh, man. You're just like,
Hey, we can't say stuff like that. Shut up.
oh, just
Dude,
so
my
loud.
My uncle with dementia? Oh, no. I can't take him into public.
Oh.
I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. We were at a blood place. Funny, because we're talking about vampires. He had to get blood drawn. And I can clock it right before I know it's going to happen. There was, I don't know. I don't even know if I can say it.
Oh.
No, should I not?
I don't know. I don't know what you're going to say.
It's not little. Is it little people still? Is it little people? Is that the correct term?
Yeah.
There was a little
Like
person
somebody
in there,
with dwarfism?
I knew immediately that he was going to say something that he shouldn't.
Yeah.
And he goes, ha, an Oompa Loompa.
Oh, no.
That's dementia for you. I don't even know if that is dementia.
And
He
like,
just
what do
might
you,
be terrible.
you obviously say, I'm so sorry. He has
I just
dementia.
went, I am so, and that's what I do. And then he goes, because he has dementia and he forgets, he goes, I don't have dementia.
Yeah.
I don't. Why do you always tell people I have dementia? And I'm just like, oh, I
like,
want to die.
Yeah. I wish I could snap myself out of this situation. Yeah, that's tough. My grandpa had
vampires.
Alzheimer's. Luckily he never said anything like that. But my
you're so
grandma,
lucky.
who had cancer, no excuse because she was of sound mind, would say things out loud that were not nice. And I'd say, you can't say that. You can't say that. And also, that's racist. That's a little racist, Grammy. That's a little racist.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
God rest her soul. Anyway.
Drifted.
We keep drifting.
They can keep up. The viewers know they're like us. They
The
can
good
keep
thing
up.
is that we're woke, okay? We're woke in this society.
Yep. We're doing our best.
Yeah. Ferrell, for his part, was arrested in 1974 after being found in the cemetery with a crucifix and a wooden stake, charged with vandalism and desecration. He maintained it was all part of his spiritual work. Meanwhile, Highgate Cemetery began locking up and restoring its grounds to stop the madness. But the damage, both physical and legendary, has already been done.
Mm-hmm. And by surprise, no body was ever discovered.
Mm-hmm.
No evidence of a real vampire ever surfaced. Most paranormal researchers today chalk it up to mass hysteria, the spooky aesthetic of the cemetery, the gothic obsession of the 1970s, and two men very committed to their bit.
Yep.
That said, the cemetery still has a vibe. Some visitors claim they still feel watched. Cold breezes pass through graves with no wind, and shadows flicker in the corners of your eye. If the vampire ever was real, physical or psychic, it left a mark. But it isn't there anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever there, to be honest. But that's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
People are weird.
People are weird.
It is funny. It's just the pure commitment, though, to being like, I wonder how big the cemetery was. It had to be huge.
I know, because it's a lot of people. I really want to see it. Is there a Highgate?
What was it called?
Highgate Cemetery?
Highgate Cemetery size. 37 acres.
Whoa.
Over 53,000 graves.
Whoa.
More than 170,000 internments.
I gotta look at this.
It's divided into two sections. So the west and the east cemetery. Oh, bro, of course they thought vampires were in there. Google that.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, immediately. Yeah, there probably are.
Wow.
That is so cool.
Put up some pictures for the audience.
Yeah, show them Highgate
Like
Cemetery.
The building and the wow.
Oh, yeah. Definitely some vampires in there,
crazy.
babe.
It's just like, it's full on. It looks like Oblivion. It looks like the video game I'm playing.
Look, I want to live there.
I want to live there after I'm dead for sure. Dude, it's like beautiful. It literally looks like something out of a video game or a movie or something.
It looks like you have like something really good. I bet they filmed stuff in there for sure.
Yeah, I wonder
when
if
did
you're
it
allowed
open?
to.
Wait, because that would make sense too. 1839.
1839.
So it's been around for a long time as well.
Karl Marx is buried there. Interesting.
Nice.
Don't know how y'all
Well,
feel
since-
about him, but whatever.
Who is he? I don't even know who he is. I'm
Guy
just, like,
who,
nice.
Guys
I don't
like communism, Marxism.
know. Oh,
Let me
Yeah,
fact check
okay.
myself right now because now I'm questioning myself.
dude,
He was
it's crazy.
German though. Interesting. Wait, where was this?
Have you ever found yourself accidentally owning something you shouldn't own?
I don't know. Why? What are we talking about?
Dude, okay, this is a fun story. So I go on auction sites a lot because I like weird old shit. And there was this auction that went on, and someone had told me there was a big organ, that big creepy organ that's in my house that Sam played.
Yes.
I bought a couple things from that auction. I bought that. I bought this big old wooden, that's that secret door thing that opens.
Yes.
And then I had bought some what I call instant ancestors, which were, they're pictures of just like people, I don't know who they are, but they are in cool frames. I'm like, I'll hang them on my wall.
Yeah.
So I got that. I bought some funny stuff, but there were some very questionable things in this auction. So I was like, I don't know, but it was just a guy who had died. So I didn't go to pick this stuff up. Adam and my brother went, and he comes back. He's like, oh yeah, that was a racist man's auction. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, Confederate flag out front, full memorabilia. So I'm like going through all this stuff, and I see these pictures that I had bought. So I start going through the pictures. One of them was a portrait of the man who started the Triple K.
Oh, no.
And I was like, what do I do? So it's just like in a corner in the basement because I'm like, do I burn it? What do I do with this?
yeah.
I can't own that. I just saw it was a dude, and I was like, he's a cool looking dude. No, can't own that.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean now. Yeah. Like Caleb is very into history, for example. He's
Yeah.
very into like Civil War and World War II and all that kind of stuff. So I've looked up like gifts to give him. Like I've given him like first edition books or like of philosophers and some war memorabilia. Like he likes.
Yeah, but
that's
from a historical fashion.
Yes. So I've like looked and there's I've gone to antique stores specifically, some that like specialize in like World War II and Civil War, and I was looking in a section and it was a Nazi section, and I was like, oh, this is really weird. And then the guy's like, he's like, oh, if you want to get some of those, like we sell out like on a weekly basis. So
Apparently, a lot of people buy. I mean, and I get it because it's like historical, but I'm also like, are they getting it because they're that? So I'm like, I'll stick to Civil War stuff, like
like the good guys Civil War stuff. So yeah, it was it's weird. It's like it's history, but also
You don't want to own it
feels
that
icky.
much.
Feels very icky because a lot of bad things happen. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
No, my uncle is a history teacher, and something that I've talked about before is, yes, he has dementia, but he also, his special interest
Yes.
is World War II.
Yeah.
On top of that. And just when I had to close his house down and pack his stuff away and put it into storage, it was kind of crazy, the things that we came across from history. That was, I couldn't believe I was holding it. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
It just still exists in the world, and it just makes it feel very real, and also reminds you not to do horrible things.
Yep. True. Also,
Yes.
fact check myself, and I was right. Karl Marx
Good.
is capitalism, socialism, and communism. He wrote the Communist Manifesto.
So what's his grave probably look like? Do you think it's been desecrated?
Oh, let's look it up. Karl Marx grave. Because apparently he's
Just
buried
smashed
there.
or something?
Oh yeah, it's the one with he's got a giant bust of himself.
Oh, I saw.
I wonder if he was the one that's like, put my head on it, make it my
Put my
actual
head on
head,
it.
and just cement it in.
Jeez. Crazy.
Interesting.
Oh my
That is
God.
quite the grave.
Well, a shift from communism and racism. Let's head over to.
This episode's crazy.
It's weird. We're heading over to the Twilight courtroom where the stakes are high and also wooden.
Amazing.
First up, we have Edward Cullen, who has been charged with grooming and emotional manipulation.
Oh, perfect.
Sir, she was in high school. Now here's what we're fighting right here, right? He imprinted on Bella before she was legal, showed up in her bedroom uninvited, and made her feel like her entire life only had value through him. Was this obsession or love? Guardian angel or gaslighter in glitter? Now here's the verdict that we're going to debate. Was he a tortured romantic or a controlling immortal creep?
He was tortured. And he's forever 18 and he's not 100 years old and just doesn't look like it, and he wasn't like a creep. I know. When
why are you going
of,
back to high school over and over again?
Yeah, that's the one thing where I'm like, why? Why couldn't they just be homeschooled kids? Then they could get away with
You're going to
lot.
get less found out. You're going to get less found out if you're not as in the community. Like, you could just say you're 20 and you're living at your mom's house and you could come and go. But now you're in high school, but you're going to look the same to all 500 people for the next... No, it's weird. It's a little weird.
It's weird. It's weird because, like, it could have still worked if they were all homeschooled. Like, they could have been... They could have seen them in town and been like... They could have done the whole scene where it's like, that's Alice. That's Emmett. They could have done that at, like, a cafe or whatever.
Why didn't they work at a bowling alley? That would have been really interesting. Like, they could be 20 all working a summer in a bowling alley.
Yeah, it definitely could have worked with them not. And then all the graduation hats and having people over and seeing them. It's like, how do you explain that? Oh, I just have a weird thing for collecting graduation hats. It was a really cool thing, though. I'm like,
it was cool.
Yeah.
I wonder who has that now, because you know somebody owns that.
Dude, we saw in this person's house a collector. We got to see witness Bella's, what was it, her bracelet and something else, right?
The wolf bracelet.
The wolf
and the letter from Jacob.
Yeah. The wolf bracelet and the charm that Edward gave her. And this person actually had Bella's bracelet, like the one that was in the movie.
The actual one.
And I touched the glass that contained it.
Dude, that house was incredible. It was the best props.
Incredible.
What was your... Okay, we each have to choose our top 3 favorite props from their house.
Okay.
We can't choose that one, though.
They had...
That's a top.
They had the Notebook from the Notebook. Why are mine all going to be books? They had the Valak Bible that Lorraine from the original Conjuring, the Bible where she wrote Valak. They had that prop, so we got to take pictures. I didn't post that. I got to post that.
We need to post that.
Which was super cool because I love the Conjuring. And then I was going to say one, but they said we couldn't take pictures of it or say anything about it because it's from a new movie.
Yeah,
so that was pretty cool, though. Probably, and yours is probably going to be this one, too. They had the whole case of dummy dolls, ventriloquist dolls from Dead Silence. All, like, the whole case of them. It was amazing. And it played the Dead Silence music. And we both had just watched it on our own time. It was so
Which was weird.
Which is like a 2006 movie. I don't even know.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of mine are the same as yours, but I'm just going to choose other ones so they can hear what really cool. They had the breastfeeding scene in the box from Hereditary.
Oh, yeah.
Like the dollhouse scene.
The dollhouse. They had
so
the
cool.
dollhouse from Hereditary. Actually, yeah, absolutely.
They had the only prosthetic from Jennifer's body.
Oh, true.
From Megan Fox. Yes.
That was so sick.
Oh my God, that was so sick. Okay, and then they had the actual wall photos from the Harry Potter movies, like the moving pictures.
Yes, they had so much Harry Potter. They had like a prosthetic scar that Daniel Radcliffe wore on his head and his glasses that were broken. Oh my God, they had so much Harry Potter stuff. And then they had full Voldemort and Harry Potter statues with like their wands. It's fucking crazy, dude.
It was so cool.
I'm not going to say who it was at this point because I feel like they're going to get broken into.
No, we're not going to say who. But it was the best freaking thing. It was like I didn't want to leave. Like they had any movie you can think of that is like a cult classic. They had actual props from it. Yeah. And it was so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing.
Okay.
It was amazing.
Anyway. I feel faint. I feel dizzy.
Yeah.
So now we need to just choose, okay? Is Edward a tortured romantic a controlling immortal freak?
He is a freak.
I think he's a freak. I think 20 years from now, Bella's going to be like, this was a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep.
He's a freak, but I'm still into it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
tell me if you're into the next one.
Okay.
Next up on the podium, we have Jacob Black, charged with imprinting on a newborn. Sir, she was 3 minutes old. Let's talk about it. A grown man romantically destined for a baby. Can imprinting ever be non-problematic? Is it love or a psychic restraining order? Verdict debate. Should we revoke his pack privileges?
Yeah. Yeah, I've always found that really creepy. I'm like, I get it for the story, but like, you're in
If you
love
look deep into
with the baby. Like, the way they explain it before it happens, it's like, you've never felt like this before. Like, you've never felt this kind of love and, lust. And like, it's like,
they say he'll be whatever she needs him to be, but is he always sitting in the corner just being like, it's almost time? Like, you don't know.
like, I can't wait till she's 18. And what, he's going to be in his late 30s then, I guess?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not cool.
Ooh.
I'm revoking pack privileges until we can find a way to break that and let her live a normal life.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. Next one, we have Rosalie Hale to the podium, charged with being a bitter blonde with a vengeance. Cold to Bella, judgmental to everyone, low-key a bad bitch, but high-key exhausting. She was protecting the family or just constantly in her mean girl arc. Verdict debate, is Rosalie misunderstood or just the toxic aunt at Thanksgiving?
Misunderstood.
Misunderstood.
Absolutely misunderstood. Her whole lore, I love her lore.
Oh,
she got
badass. You can't get over that shit.
No, and then she didn't get to choose. And she wanted to have kids and all this stuff. I think it works so well. And she just wants what's best for Bella. Like, she's like, you can have a life. What the do you want? Like, I get it. Now, like, I hated her. I remember when I was like a teenager, I was like, fuck this bitch. She just wants to be a vampire. And I'm like, yeah, living forever ain't it, dude. And having kids and a family, that sounds like pretty nice.
Sounds nice. Unless you don't want to have kids, whatever. But
yeah, whatever. But yeah.
Living the life you want. Is
having the option.
If a vampire came, though, would you become one?
Now? No. When I was single? Yeah. Probably. Okay. I couldn't watch all my family members die. Well, I mean, you know what I mean? It'd be hard.
You'd care for them so well, though, because you'd be young forever.
Yeah, that's true. Or not. I guess I'd watch my family members die no matter what, I guess. But, having... I couldn't... I'm assuming if we were living by Twilight rules, couldn't have kids with Caleb and Caleb grow old, and I wouldn't. And I wouldn't want that now.
Would you just turn everybody?
Could have the option. I don't want to live forever, though. Probably not. I've thought about it a lot.
Okay.
I'm going to die. And you're going to die.
Yeah, you are.
Just thought I'd let you know that. Just thought I'd remind you that. I think I remind people that every other episode.
You're going to die.
Rupee's never going to die, though. Look at him. Never. He's too cute.
All right, next up we have Carlisle Cullen, charged with medical ethics violations.
Oh, yeah.
No license, no pulse, no problem. Working as a doctor for hundreds of years without aging or recertifying. Also, turning dying teens into vampires without informed consent. Verdict debate, is he a selfless savior or a quiet villain that no one is talking about? I think he has a big heart.
I think he was really lonely. And he just wanted a family. And I think he saw people that were too young to die and thought they had more to live. And
I think
I love Carlisle. Now I watch it and I'm like,
Daddy.
Carlisle and Bella's dad. What's his
Charlie.
Huh?
Charlie.
Yeah. I'm like, it's just like, I'm just a mustache bitch. I love my husband.
You are a mustache bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, I look at Edward and Jacob and I'm like, oh, they're like
little boys.
They look like little boys. Yeah.
We got older and they did it.
Yep. Yep.
All right, next up we have the Bella Swan, charged with faking personality for immortality. No personality traits beyond wanting Edward. Literally ditched everything and everyone to become his vampire wife. Did she have a choice or was she glamored by the DILF vampire lifestyle? Verdict debate, iconic murder, or codependent cautionary tale.
Dude, I watch it and I'm just like, I've been that bitch before. A blind bitch.
Blind bitch.
But to be fair, Edward seems like quite the gentleman, even though he's kind of a creep.
does.
I think they do belong together. But yeah, I feel like she needed a little bit more independence because she's just like, oh no, Edward's my everything.
It's like heroin now.
No.
She's a junkie. Get it, Bella. Bella, get your Edward. He's around the corner. You can.
Dude, the eye crossing, I can't when in the first movie, when he's sucking out her blood and she's like, I'm like,
Yeah, I can't either.
who let that happen?
Who let that happen? I think she's a codependent cautionary tale.
I think she is as well.
Yep. Yep.
Toxic.
All right, next up, we have Aro from the Volturi,
Mm.
charged with leading a Gothic pyramid scheme. Okay. You're not a ruler. You're a really dramatic gatekeeper.
Mhm.
Runs a vampire government that is just vibes and vague threats. Collects gifted vampires like Funko Pops. Probably has a secret musical theater past. Verdict, debate, is he actually powerful or just the MLM boss babe of the undead?
Dude, I love that actor so much.
He's so good.
He's amazing in everything he does. His name is escaping my mind right now.
No, he's great.
But he's absolutely just like a boss babe. He's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but like we're better than everyone else. He's literally Regina from Mean Girls
yes,
with his little
when he does
posse.
that laugh, remember when he starts laughing?
Like that?
It's my favorite.
Oh
Oh my gosh. Iconic.
Iconic. I love
I love when
like
it comes across TikTok for no reason. I'm just like,
the best actor like in that, I think. Honestly, he was so into it.
what's your favorite Twilight movie out of all of them?
Bella. We were talking about this. And yours is my least favorite, which is really funny.
What's mine?
Yours is the second one, isn't it?
Yeah, New Moon. That's my favorite.
Because it's all about Jacob.
I watch it every month.
And Edward's not in it.
I was
really.
always Edward, but I got like more Jacob because I think I'm more of like a nature-y bitch. So
It's fair. It's fair.
Sure.
Mine is well, obviously the first one's iconic, but I think the last one, I think it's awesome. That twist
Yeah.
in the end got me so good in theaters.
Dude, I didn't
was
read
like,
the books.
I was that
before.
bitch in the theater like, no, Carlisle's head did not come off. Spoilers.
One of the best twists of all time. Oh,
Yes.
spoiler! Like no one's seen it 20 years ago.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. What are you doing back there? Yeah.
Oh,
I think mine's the last one. That's the most satisfying to watch because she turns into a vampire and she's running and they had the baby and
you get
Jacob's
all the
all
other
into it and they all come
vampires.
together.
Mhm.
And then you get to see all the other vampires, come together and see their powers, and Rami Malek's in it for some reason. And,
Yeah, that was so weird.
and one of my favorite, oh my God, what is his name? He's
need
the
to know
guy
that.
that can, he's like English and he's tall and he's really into that blonde girl in it.
Okay, I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
Shit. I must know right now. I'm sorry. I need to
I
stop
agree.
everything we're doing right now. Lee Pace. Dude,
Lee Pace.
this guy.
Oh, God, he's beautiful.
he's the
Yeah, I remember
he's
him.
the he's
How
just
old is
very
that guy?
suave, and I also love him because he is in The Hobbit, and he's one of the elves.
I didn't know that.
Very, very good actress. He is awesome. I'll do Lee Pace in Twilight.
How old is he?
I don't know. Probably in like his 50s, I'm guessing. But he was this guy.
Time flies. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he's like so cool.
He was great.
I need to know how old he is now.
Well, you looked this shit
46.
up. I opened my Facebook. 46.
46.
Daddy.
Yeah.
I opened up my Facebook for just a second and like I try to tell people how weird my Facebook is, but they don't understand. But I literally open Facebook and this
Who's
is what
dead?
it is. No, it's just somebody selling their dead dad's dentures on Oddity Place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me into like just looking at Marketplace and how weird it is.
Whoa.
Especially down here.
Weird!
Dude. Down in Texas, shit gets weird down here, dude.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
weird
I couldn't-
shit. Somebody was just
What have you
selling
seen?
goldfish. Sorry, like the crackers, like loose goldfish
Oh!
crackers. I'm like,
That's weirder.
what's in there? Like it's like a loose bag of goldfish crackers. I'm like, what?
They need crack So they're taking anything that they can.
I'm like, is this like for drugs, but it's just goldfish crackers? Like, is our...
Oh, yeah. Is it like a front?
It feels like it. I don't know. Kind of wanted to see, but I don't know. I can't go out and do that. I don't want to go out. I can't be caught.
Do a video, though.
By goldfish crackers. Yeah. I was going to do that.
I was run to the door.
Facebook Marketplace video.
Do it. Adam came up with a really good idea, and I think we should both do it.
Okay.
Maybe we can even do this channel.
Okay.
No, I feel like it'll work better separate, but I go on Etsy and get people to make things of you. So, like, I'm going to do one of those Blythe dolls. I'm going to get someone to make a puppet of me. And, like, I think it would be such a fun video idea.
That is a fun video idea. I like that a lot.
Cool.
I like
that would be funny. Next up, what's better than a vampire murder case? And this is the story of the Rod Ferrell cult murder.
Okay.
Fun.
Okay.
We love cults. We love vampires here.
Love
we don't
the
like
name
things
Rod.
they do, but we like, yeah. Love the name Rod. It's so hard and long.
Yep. It's more short.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Short and stumpy. Okay, buckle up. This is probably the most disturbing modern vampire case out there. It has everything. Cult behavior, role-playing gone too far, real blood, and unfortunately, schmurder.
Okay.
We are talking about Rod Ferrell, a Kentucky teen who believed that he was an ancient vampire called Visago, who led a group of goth kids straight into a real-life nightmare.
I think I know this case. Yeah. And this wasn't just edgy vampire LARPing in the woods. Rod wasn't playing. He believed he was 500 years old with powers and immortality. He had a whole backstory taken from a tabletop game called Vampire the Masquerade, which, for the record, is just a game. But Rod didn't seem to get that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how you wouldn't understand that and also realize you aged up to the age that you were at, Rod, but we'll get into that.
Don't know.
Yeah. He pulled together a little crew of misfits in small town Kentucky. Kids who felt like outsiders, who were into occult blood rituals and vampires. They'd meet in graveyards, drink each other's blood, and talk about escaping the human world. Basically, it was The Craft if it was way darker, way dumber, and run by a 16-year-old who thought he was immortal.
Damn. Would you have been in this?
Yep.
You drink people's blood? That's where I'd be.
No,
I'd be like,
but
nah, dude. I like to talk about it maybe, but not actually do it.
Grade 9, poked my finger, put my blood drops into a vial, gave it to a boy in a necklace. An emo boy.
Oh, that's right. I remember you told me that.
Yeah, not cool. Shouldn't have done that. That was weird. And the tube literally came from this toy kit where you would melt metal beads to make charms. So I don't know what's going on there.
That's okay. We all go through that phase.
I was 14. Chris is like, we're never talking again.
Nah, it's fine. I already knew that fact about you. All right. And it all spiraled in 1996 when I was born. Just kidding. I'm 24. When Rod and a few of his vampire cult friends drove to Florida, the plan was to rescue a girl named Heather Wendorf, one of their friends, from what she described as an abusive home situation. Now, whether that abuse was real or exaggerated, we'll never fully know. But what happened next, it wasn't a rescue. It was a bloodbath. Oh no.
Great, not cool. When Rod and another member of the group showed up to Heather's house in Eustis, Florida, they didn't just sneak her out. Instead, Rod broke into the home, and when he found Heather's parents, Naoma and Richard, he bludgeoned them to death with a crowbar. The attack was vicious, brutal. He didn't stop, and then he burned a V symbol into Richard's chest, the mark of Visago, his vampire identity.
That is insanely f***ed up.
Yep.
And that wasn't just for him. That was a message. Like, he wanted the world to know who did it. Or maybe he needed to prove to himself that he really was this vampire being he invented. This wasn't just about murder. It was some kind of full-blown identity breakdown wrapped in bloodlust and fantasy. And what's even more disturbing is how calm he was afterward. Yeah, he's definitely got some he seems like a psychopath or a sociopath or something.
He really does.
Yeah.
Rod and the crew took Heather and drove off. like it was a road trip from hell. They were eventually caught in Louisiana, mostly because Rod started bragging to people about what he had done.
Narcissist.
He didn't try to run or hide. He was just talking about it, like it was a part of the vampire narrative. He even reportedly told the cops, "It's all good. I'm going to be back anyways. I'm immortal."
Wow. He just full-blown delusion. I feel like it's probably, I don't know. He might have, I don't know. I'm not going to diagnose him. But he was, something's wrong upstairs, I think.
There was a
lot.
psychological break there.
A lot up wrong. But this wasn't just a murder case. It was delusion to the point of disconnection from reality. Rod was so deep into the vampire role that even in the face of life in prison or the death penalty, he thought he'd rise again. And that's not teenage rebellion. That's psychosis mixed with fantasy, and nobody saw it coming.
Yep. He was sentenced to death at 17 years old, making him the youngest person on death row in the U.S. at the time.
Interesting.
But because of his age, it was later commuted to life without parole. His accomplices were also received long sentences, though Heather was never charged. She claims she did not know Rod planned to kill her parents, and legally they believed her. I feel like he should have gone into a psych ward.
Him? Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that, I mean, I guess it depends if he's fully aware of his actions. Usually they only go into psych wards if they plea.
But he thinks he's living forever.
Yeah. If they plea insanity, though. But if they don't, and he's like, yeah, I killed them because I wanted to.
Yeah.
It kind of, unless the defense brings that up, usually they won't go for that. Like, usually they just want him in prison. Usually it's a better sentence for them to go to the hospital, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. But the fallout was massive. This case made headlines everywhere. It was on 2020, Dateline, books were written, documentaries were made, and parents freaked out. There were talks of banning goth culture, restricting RPGs, censoring vampire content. It was like the Satanic Panic 2.0, but with leather trench coats and fake fangs.
And guys, this is where it gets scary because it wasn't about vampires. This was about how vulnerable, isolated kids get pulled into fantasy when they feel invisible. Rod wasn't a vampire. He was a traumatized, angry kid who wrapped himself in a myth and got others to believe it too. And once the fantasy became real, people died.
And it makes you wonder, where's the line between escapism and delusion? Like, so many of us went through goth phases, vampire obsessions, and role-playing. It's harmless until someone like Rod comes along and starts believing they're above morality, above reality. And when that belief becomes contagious, that's when it turns culty, and that's when it gets dangerous. I was going to say, this is just like cult behavior 101, just like a sociopathic, narcissistic person who's like, I can talk to God, maybe.
Yep.
It's like, it makes you wonder if he actually thought any of that stuff or if he just really wanted to kill people.
Yeah, just manipulating people, manipulating the whole situation.
Yeah.
So guys, vampires specifically, they have this weird pull. They're outsiders, they're eternal, they're powerful, they're seductive, they're tragic. And for kids who feel powerless, being a vampire is like saying, I'm untouchable now. It's armor that can trap you. And in Rod Ferrell's case, it became prison for him and everyone who followed him.
So this wasn't just some dark fairy tale gone wrong. This was real blood, real death, and a chilling reminder that when people stop seeing fantasy as fantasy, it can turn into a horror story. Rod wasn't the first kid to play vampire, but he was the first to take it to the grave.
Rod, bad decision.
Yeah.
That we know of. So he's still in jail and he's still be alive.
Probably. I mean, unless he died in jail. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah,
I gotta know now.
Yeah, get an update.
Where are you at? Oh, so he is 45 years old right now. He was born in 1980. He is still incarcerated at the Mariana Correctional Institute. He looks like an asshole. I don't know why. You know, sometimes when you just look at someone, you're like,
yep.
Yeah, the wiki page, I got a picture of him. Damn, that's crazy.
Oh, whoa.
Doesn't he? Yeah.
This one, where he's like, reminds me of like,
oh, I saw the older picture, but yeah, he
Charles
looks crazy
Manson.
there. Honestly, yeah.
Charles Manson-y. Oh, he looks, he looks like he'd be a Slytherin.
He does. Malfoy's cousin for sure.
Yeah, ugly little asshole. Yeah, some people look like they should go to jail, and he definitely looks like it. What a piece of shit.
Oh my gosh. Well, guys, that was really dark. Let's jump into something that's a little bit funnier. We're going to pretend we're vampires, and we're going to give you some hot takes. Okay. Are animal blood diets noble, or are they the vampire equivalent of going vegan for attention? Choose.
Well, see, I'd be a vigilante, so I think it's stupid.
Yeah, you know what? I think in my book, Hollow, I forget if I described it or not, but I said that that wasn't a thing because drinking animal blood didn't have the right enzymes or something in it that we needed. I think that's what I put there.
Should be.
Right?
Yep.
Just go drink the bad people.
Yep.
Would you rather sleep in a coffin forever or finally admit you're just attached to the aesthetic?
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic.
I'd have like
I agree.
goth room or like a very dark academia room with my coffin in the middle, like on a platform. Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever date a werewolf, or are interspecies relationships still giving a red flag?
Oh yeah, I'd go back. I wouldn't discriminate. I'd be all over the place.
I want to date like
humans,
like,
werewolves.
what would be your weirdest
trolls?
There's fairies, trolls, death. Like the what's for you?
The Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper. That'd be hot.
Mm-hmm. Yep, love it.
Is turning your ex into a vampire so they have to love you forever romantic or psychotic?
Your ex? No, psychotic. I would never do that.
Yep.
Would never do that.
But then, turn that the other way. Turn your lover so they have to love you forever.
Oh yeah, I'd totally do that.
Yeah, me too. Should we admit drinking from a wine glass is pretentious, or are we too far gone? Drinking blood from it.
A blood from it? Yeah, that's pretentious because it's a temp thing. It's a temp thing for them wine folk. That's why you have the long glass ones so you can hold the stem so you don't get your hands on it so it makes it cold or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think it's a bit pretentious. I would drink it out of Solo cup. Probably hide it better too.
Straight from the vein.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Would you rather be a broke vampire in the modern world or go back to the plague and be rich but feed on peasants?
Oh, this is what I already wanted.
Yeah.
I'd rather go back, be rich, feed on evil people.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Are you kidding me? What would you be?
I'd go back. I don't want to be broke vampire. I feel like you can't, like, you'd be around for so long, you'd be able to make so much money.
Yeah, you gotta be smart with your investments.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd make it so I'd be well off for sure.
Would you rather be a Twilight vampire, sparkly, rich, and brooding, or an interview with the vampire type, horny, miserable, dramatic?
I was talking about it. Interview with a vampire. I'd say Twilight.
Same.
Twilight for sure.
I'd
rather be sparkly. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, I have a skin condition. Sorry, I sparkle like a star.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry. Garlic bread, worth it or not?
Absolutely worth it. I'd die. Yeah. And I'd die on that hill as a sparkly vampire eating garlic bread, choking.
I love it. I love it. All right, so now we're gonna jump into it. Why are we still so obsessed with vampires? We need to talk about it. Vampires, the undead, the eternally hot. Why do we as a society why are we still completely obsessed with these bloodthirsty babes?
So we're generations deep into this obsession. Books, movies, TV shows, weird fan fiction with way too much biting. And it just doesn't stop. It's like we're low-key rooting for the bloodsuckers every time. I think we are. I don't think it's low-key at all. I think it's very high-key, in fact.
Yeah. Always. And it's not new. We have been into vampires since way before Edward Cullen sparkled into our lives. Like back in the 1700s, people were digging up graves in Serbia because they thought grandma was waking up at night to eat the family.
Mm-hmm. Iconic. Absolutely iconic.
Yeah. Right? But seriously, why do we keep coming back to them? It is not because they're just hot. It's because they're everything we secretly want. They don't age. They're powerful, mysterious, forbidden, and they go outside the rules. They don't pay taxes. They don't answer texts.
Yeah, what's with that? How did the Collins pay for that house? Was there property tax on that? How many acres was that property anyway?
Manipulation.
Yeah, true. I will not pay taxes for this house. I like that. That's the part that I like in the interview, or not interview with Vampire. What we do in the shadows. Lazo. I will not pay taxes ever. I just like how his line delivery is so good.
I feel like Caleb could do such a good impersonation of him.
He does. It's awesome.
Please send it to me.
All right. They've got main character energy forever. Plus, vampires are like the ultimate metaphor buffet. Death, desire, addiction, power, control, loneliness, and sexuality. You can read a vampire story through like 20 different lenses and still find something to relate to.
Exactly. Like sometimes vampires represent repressed sexuality. Sometimes they are a stand-in for the upper class feeding off the poor. And sometimes they're just an excuse to wear a cape and feel spooky and hot on a Thursday.
Amen. They've also, to the cape part, not the feeding on the poor, that's fucking horrendous and horrible. I'm not for that. That should be self-explanatory, but I need to give context. Anyway.
Yep.
They've also changed with us. In the early days, vampires were terrifying monsters. Like full Nosferatu mode. Bold rat teeth crawling around with a giant mustache sometimes. Now,
they were going to say giant something else?
Yeah. Now, they're sad boys with great hair who journal and play piano.
The glow-up was real, but even in 2025, they are still evolving. Think about how many vampire characters have come back lately. Everyone is rebooting them. Not just Twilight, but Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire, Renfield, the TikTok vampires who sell crystals and drink O-negative out of a Stanley Cup.
Mm-hmm. No, but for real, there are actually modern-day vampires out. But for real, there are actually modern-day vampires out there. Like people who identify as sanguinarians and drink small amounts of human blood consensually as part of their identity or spirituality. I did a whole video on this.
Yeah,
of the modern-day vampires cult.
Have you seen I think it's like a TLC show?
Yeah, I referenced that show specifically. It was awesome.
I reacted to that once and I was, yeah. There is even a vampire community. New Orleans, Atlanta, Berlin, they have a house of rules, donor contracts, spiritual beliefs, and monthly gatherings. Some feed on energy instead of blood.
Like Colin.
They're called they're called psi vampires, which honestly just sounds like what happens when I talk to people at a party.
Oh my God. I think that is such a smart character, like for the show.
Oh,
like,
God.
The energy, when he works in an office. It's so funny and smart. I love it so much, the energy vampires.
He's my second favorite.
Yeah.
Second favorite character.
Laszlo's my first for sure. He's my second for sure. It's so silly.
Don't even say it. Let me just go to the next one.
No. But I feel like I'd be a
it?
psi vampire. I could be that.
Okay.
I could be that.
Yeah. You absorb vibes and give nothing back. What a line. Oh my gosh, okay. But it proves something. The vampire myth is still alive because we're not just afraid of death. We are fascinated by the idea of what happens if you skip it and what kind of person you would become if nothing could stop you anymore.
Mm-hmm. All powerful. Would you stay good if you lived forever? Or would you start doing weird things like collecting antique doorknobs and seducing baristas who say slay too often?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I would get progressively more feral and cryptic until I became a cautionary tale on TikTok, y'all. Don't talk to the woman in the velvet trench coat outside of the cemetery. She will ask you about your birth chart and you will black out.
That's awesome.
One of those stupid
what's
TikTok
your blood
videos.
type? What's your blood type and are you a Capricorn? Okay.
Yeah,
those are my favorite.
I'm not going to eat you. If you are Sagittarius, I will not eat you.
Yeah, if you're O-negative and a Scorpio, get the out of here, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, but also, I think the vampire thing is personal. Like, we all secretly want to be untouchable, to disappear into the night, to control our own destiny, and to live on our own terms with incredible cheekbones.
So, yes.
Yep.
But it's the ultimate fantasy, but also a coping mechanism. Vampires are the way we flirt with death without committing to the full horror of it. It's like, what if death? But make it sexy.
Exactly. Yeah.
And let's not ignore the drama. Vampires are also dramatic. Like, I've lived for centuries, but this one human girl who smells like strawberries and depression is my reason to exist now.
Sorry, I'm talking like Laszlo so much.
No, I love it so much. Please don't stop. I love the level of the chaos, and I aspire to that level of chaos. Honestly, being a vampire is like being on your period forever, but make it literally.
I feel like it's not. I feel like if you're a vampire, it'd be
Are
like
your emotions heightened?
I feel like you
know?
wouldn't have your period though, because you don't have
No,
blood,
no.
which is awesome.
But your emotions are heightened, so is it like you're always in your luteal phase?
luteal.
Luteal? Oh my god, I'm so dumb today.
It's okay. Some days it's hard to speak. It's all right. I have those days.
I need to go home.
You are home.
What?
So, the obsession isn't going anywhere, as we know. Every generation reclaims a vampire and makes them their own. Gothic, sexy, sad, camp, glittery, gory, or soft-spoken and pretending they don't want to bite their therapist.
And maybe that's because vampires are just reflections of us, but hotter and sadder with better outfits. They're what we would be if we stopped pretending to be normal.
Amen. Why can't we start dressing like they do in What We Do in the Shadows? It looks so
Just do it.
fabulous. And I know some people do,
Dude.
and I'm jealous. I need to do that.
Just do it.
What the f***?
Yep.
And maybe that's what we've been trying to tell you. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like maybe we're not just talking about vampires.
Maybe we've just been easing you into it. The blood bags in the fridge, the blackout curtains, the fact that we never age, and hate garlic.
I mean, I literally told someone at the grocery store last week that the night speaks to me. I wasn't kidding.
So, if you're listening, don't worry. We're not going to bite you.
Unless you ask nicely.
We're classy like that. And now we're going to go stare dramatically out the window while Cry Little Sister plays in the background.
As one does.
Don't forget to rate us 5 stars. Don't forget to rate us 5 stars. For what? Gotcha. Don't forget to rate this podcast 5 stars, or we'll find you when the moon is full.
Just kidding.
Unless
we're vampires.
we're saying that we're vampires. Obviously, we have no wrinkles, and definitely don't use really good lighting.
Yes, definitely
and
not.
stand far away from the cameras. And I absolutely don't have bad knees, and they don't pop every time I go into any sort of crouch position.
I didn't wake up 6 times because my hip hurt so bad last
And
night.
I definitely don't faint when I see blood.
I definitely don't have diarrhea every day.
Yeah, I feel like vampires definitely don't have diarrhea.
Oh my god, that's the only reason I do it. Never
Well,
shit again.
maybe they
Sign me up.
Do, because like they only eat blood. If you're only eating blood, that's just going through you, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it doesn't just like
Are
evaporate.
you just shitting blood?
I don't want to do that. Oh my god.
Has anybody ever talked about this? What do vampire shit looks like? What does that look like?
Yeah.
Do they shit?
Do they?
Do their buttholes just clench up? Do they pee?
Are they closed forever?
Do
do
they
their holes
just
go away?
Does it just because they don't have blood in their bodies? So where's that? Why do they even need blood?
Yeah.
I think we just debunked vampires.
That's why, like, dude, it's crazy. I like learning about the lore of how each vampire works and everything. Because, like, Hollow, they're still people. They operate differently. Their cells regenerate. So it's like, they can still eat normal food. But I love learning about that part. It's like, can you go outside? Can you?
Oh, it's so
you know what I
fun.
mean?
It's so fun hearing how different people, what's the why for people's vampires. I love it.
No,
I love the invitation stuff too. Like you have to be invited in. Like the movie Let Me In, and they do it in Sinners as well. Like you have to be let in.
The swap of blood.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, I love this vampire episode, but there's one last thing that we have to do before we say goodnight to all of you guys, and that is tell you your bedtime story.
Bedtime
Bears.
story. Bedtime story. Bedtime story. Bedtime story. Bedtime story.
You get to start, babe.
Putting my
Are we glossing
my
before we
gloss,
start?
my blood gloss.
Oh, yes, it's gloss.
That's how I've been hiding it. I just have this is my vial of blood.
Yes. Ooh, that's pretty.
Oh.
Take it away, Mama.
All right. Once there was a vampire.
Ooh.
She was 20 7 years old, of a good age. And she met this man when she was hunting one day.
There she was, on a steep hill, running through the woods, looking for human travelers to devour.
And then she spotted him in the distance. Gregor. That's a reference from What We Do in the Shadows. She saw him. And she was starving. Her mouth was dry. She hadn't eaten in days. But she also couldn't help but notice that he had fantastic hair.
She pranced towards him, but she couldn't smell him like she smelled normal humans. They usually put off an odor of a medium rare steak. And as she got closer, she thought she was silent, but she could tell he heard something.
He turned his head, looking around, and spotted her immediately. And she paused, with her red hair drooping over her face, with her red hair.
Right. She had red hair in my head too.
Collapsing over her face and over her eyes. And he too was stunned. And he too couldn't smell her.
When their eyes connected, she felt a jolt shoot through her body. This wasn't a human. This wasn't a target. This was someone familiar. They both stopped dead.
She knew she had seen him before. Not last year, not 10 years ago, but 300 years ago. In this exact same spot.
She remembered those eyes as they leaned over her, as he sat her body down in the moss. She stared at them, unforgiving, knowing that she would never forget that face, never forget what he had done to her.
See, this wasn't a love story. When she met him, she was a human. And she saw him at the end of her bed when she was 27 years old. And he was covered in her family's blood.
He had come in that morning on his own hunt, and without kindness and without a thought, he tore apart her whole family. It wasn't a normal vampire attack where they bite and silently leave in the night. He stripped their flesh from their bones, pulled their eyes from their sockets, and left them piled in front of the hearth, setting fire to all of them but her.
And to rub dirt in the wound, he stood at the end of her bed, laughing as she sobbed, and he would walk over, almost glided over, floated even, to her, and said, "You're gonna have to remember this forever," and bit her neck, and she blacked out.
Her whole life, she had waited for this moment. She had searched the entire earth for this man she had trained. She had done everything to become the strongest, most powerful badass bitch that ever existed, and every moment led up to right now.
Luckily, he didn't recognize her. So as they lay in the moss, about to make sweet baby making love, she took her hand and caressed his face, and took her other hand
and caressed the other side of her face. And broke his neck. Bitch.
The end.
The end. Burned his body in the moss.
Yeah, bye, bitch.
Got naked, danced
I
around.
like that.
I like that. I like that a lot.
one.
That was fun.
That was cool.
That was good. I like that.
We hope you enjoyed that, bed bugs,
Yeah.
but it's time for you to go to bed.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Even if
Go to
it's 2 in the afternoon.
If you're
Go
not
to
driving,
bed.
shut your eyes.
Burp. And it's just us talking while they're just like
Dead.
sorry.
Sweet dreams, bed bugs. See you next time.
Bye.